Hola.
Am I streaming? I'm just about to turn it off. Nothing's happening. Someone just said hello to me in my ear roll. I'm sitting here like a dumb nut. Yo, VIPs. I don't know. I don't seem to be on YouTube. So I'm assuming I'm not working. Hang on. I was going to just stop it. Yeah, to watching. Well, hello, gang. Sorry, we're here for the World Racing Champions Japanese Touring Masters round. I thought it was round 4, and not Fuji, what that says. But it is round 4. I apologise. Something's gone wacky with YouTube. I've had to close it all down, and now YouTube seems to be re-downloading itself on my iPad. So I have no idea what's going on. Let's go to the track. They're going to go qualifying in just a minute. It's, yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube on my iPad. It is absolutely sharp. That's display off. And that's off. No, that's on. Sorry, I'm all of a skoo whiff because I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Here we go. Let's try again. And oh my gosh. Oh, it was working the last time as well. I stopped one. Yeah, well, it was my iPad needing an update, it seems, not the not YouTube. So here you go. You live and you learn. I've been watching YouTube this afternoon. Never said, oh, can you update, please? So in the chat, Duff Man is saying holla to you, my friend. And Ensign/Big Dan is getting a like-in early. Oh, nice touch. So yeah, qualifying is going to be happening anytime soon. This is round 4. Let me try and get all that bump in quickly, because that really threw me off with the whole YouTube thing. So I'm all of a tiver here. Let me get into their Discord. And let's read out some, first of all, standings. If I can find that bit. Here we go. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Right then, quickly, let's do a rundown here. In first place, we have Sinister on 68 points. I believe this is after 3 rounds, is it? Yeah, well, it's the last table up there. Booster's on 54 points. I don't think that's updated. I think they've done more rounds than that. Third place is MJ on 50 points. So Nitro 38, Adnap 34, Chunky 28, Matt 27. I'm pretty sure this is an old table. Let's just dig down and chill out to a little bit of pure qualifying. I can tell you other stuff. What? Why leave it at that? I can tell you where we're at. Let me see. Round 4, Tokyo Expressway, south counterclockwise. Drivers will have to navigate the challenging quadruple apex hairpin at the docks in the south. Hang on, I'll get there. In the south counterclockwise route of the city. Did you know Tokyo's Metropolitan Expressway extends for a total of 327 kilometers and is characterized by its snake-like curves? There you go. I'll give it that. I'll give them some snake-like curves. What else can I tell you? In the sign-up, it'll give me the info for... No, it doesn't. For the info... Oh, it's in the regulations, sorry. And here we go. So, quick rundown then, World Racing Community. This is the Season 4 of the Japanese Touring Masters. This is WRC's flagship endurance racing series. Race regulations, balanced performance will be on. Tyres are at ×3. Racing soft, racing medium, racing hard, intermediates and wets are open strategy. Fuel is at ×2 with refuel rate at ×12. Weather is random for all racers, and heavy damage is usually on, but I think I read in their Discord they are going to go for the soft damage here because of the nature of the track and the walls being everywhere and unavoidable sometimes. They are going to run with the light damage. So we'll see the cars magically fix themselves. That always excites me. The car regulations are, is it a Honda NSX GT500 08, a Nissan GTR GT500 08, and a Lexus SC430 GT500 08. And it's any pick. The cars are pretty even. Then we have a 90-minute race after a 15-minute qualifier, and it's rolling starts. There you go. Is there any more that you need to know? You are in the know, on the know. Now let's have a look around the field. Ooh, get comfy. Can you still hear me? Because I just really yanked my mic. Yeah, you can hear me. So, take the glasses off because the TV's blurry now. The telephones goes blurry. So Garuda's out there in his sexy Nissan. Oh god, yeah, that's doing it right. Then we got Matthew Studios. Have they done laps? Oh yeah, these are actual competitive laps. I apologise, I still thought we were on the out lap. Boom. Garuda then on provisional pole so far, looking strong in the Nissan. Big Dan goes up into second in his Lexus, and Rich Energy is there on slapped on the side of a Bigger Daneth's car, and already I like it. I get a good feeling. Adnap third fastest in the Honda, and that's the spread. You've got a Nissan, you've got a Lecti, and you've got a Honda in the top three. Autosports also in a Honda. Is it looking that the Hondas may be nifty around the streets of Tokyo? At the moment, the evidence is they are. Matthew Studios in his Lexus, and we know that was absolutely a monster at Fuji last week out. And can it? It's got nice long straights here at Tokyo. It seems like the straights are his friend. And yeah, so hopefully the Lexus will show. Jay Carr in his Lexus. My word, we started the season, it seemed Honda heavy, I'm sure, or Nissan heavy, and now we're moving over to the Lexus Cup. Thunder, he's in a Nissan. Oh, maybe this is where all the Nissans are, down here. Sinistor is in a Nissan also. So yeah, it looks like the Nissan is not lively around the streets of Tokyo. And Chonky Raibina changed nationality. He is Portuguese now, I'm afraid. No, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. They've got a better chance of winning World Cups and stuff. And I have news. I've got a YouTuber that's a friend. He's like a big deal on YouTube. He's got huge followings. And he sends me a message to say that tonight he's going to be racing with a Duff wrist. Now, I thought of many things I could say what could have happened to his wrist. I've gone with a skiing accident. But you, in your own mind, there was no explanation why he's got a Duff. His wrist is busted, but your imagination is your playground, and I say, run free, children. And so yeah, he's driving with a dodgy wrist, ladies and gents. It's going to be a tough 90 minutes for Chunky Ribena, and don't forget you can get yourself over to his channel. That's going on right now on channel YouTube. So look out for Chunky Ribena, and you'll be getting the race from his point of view with his expert opinions on what has gone on. MJ is he's got prior engagements today, but he's in the chat saying hello from me, currently away for my mum's wedding. How inconsiderate of her. It is on race night. I mean, she knows what nights your group races. I mean, you don't see like Arctic Monkeys' mum getting married on like during Glastonbury or something when they're headlining. So yeah, I think have a word. But congratulations to her. I hope she's had a lovely day. Right then, so let's have a look at the grid then. So far, still Garuda unchallenged at the top, but they're getting closer, aren't they, Garuda? You can feel the heat. Are you feeling the heat there? Vodka Rob in the chat, big word up to Vodka Rob. Hello. What have we here then? It's our Friday night live sesh with the world racing community. It's the Japanese Touring Masters. We're at round 4, and this championship is getting slam dunked. Although I don't have a championship standings to read to you at the moment, but I'm telling you, it's close calls out there. Close calls. Garuda backing out of his lap. Come along a limping chunky Ribena. Vodka Rob, and how are you doing? I am eager to get racing in for our Sunday evenings, Vodka. I want to get things underway. I want to get in that Porsche and I want to tear schnizzle up, if you get my meaning. I want to finish mid-season, mid-table. I am aiming for 10th in the table this season, and I'm raring to go for that 10th, coveted 10th spot. We're all in the same machinery now, no excuses. I can't blame the Merc, can I? So, yeah. Looking forward to them. Garuda on pole so far. Sinistar in second. Then we've got Big Dan in the let's eye in third. Adnap is fourth fastest with J Car in fifth so far. And it's hundredths between some, tenths between others, but still nothing so huge that you would say, oh my gosh. So J Car there, he's only hundredths ahead of Matty Studio as well. Chunky Ribena starting to pick up some pace there, but he's still got a 2-second deficit with that bummed wrist. But with MJ not being here and a couple of other guys, it's still maybe worth him. I mean, I don't know how long you can go into a race, how long they allow you to go into a race, and obviously get boosted. Likes to start. Oh, he's got the Wolverine Deadpool car on again. It makes me all get excited. So Garuda, only hundredths. It's Sinister. Adnap now in second. Just thank God, because I didn't notice him in second before. But Adnap in the Honda, 500ths of a second away from Garuda's pole time, with Sinistar breathing down his neck. Who to watch, eh? Well, Adnap's just done his lap. Let's watch Sinistar's to the first sector, and we'll see how he gets on. Coming around the industrial estate, through the dockyards. Matthew Studios goes 6th fastest. Big Dan slipping down now. Garuda goes faster again and lengthens his pole. Sinister in third. We're pushing on. I didn't see his sector. I was so pleased with my little lengthening pole thing then, but I didn't get the split. Sorry. We're on the final lap already. Was that 15 minutes? Come on, it's 10 minutes. Yeah, you said 15 in your little write-up. So we're on the final laps now, so we're going running through. Garuda's already done, and he's on pole. Healthy. Adnap is done. He's picked up damage, but he's done anyway. Sinistar is still pushing on, but I missed all his sectors. Again, I have done poop at this qualifying. I used to be good at, I used to be able to follow things. TDR goes 5th fastest in his Honda. Big Dan is 4th and done. Here comes Sinister now towards the line. Oh, it was tight, wasn't it? It was tight. Matthew Studios is still running. J-Car is still... No, J-Car just crossed the line, and he did not go any faster. Can Matty Studios find a 10th to knock 5th place? Oh, no, not that one. Thunder is finished in 8th. Chunky Ribena is done. He's done. He's in 9th place. Still with a 2.3 deficit. It's going to be a tough fight. Tough fight for Chunky Ribena today. Nursing that wrist. Is Matthew still going? No, everyone's done. No, Matthew is going, but wowzers, he's done some big bag damage. He's hit the front and the back. And again, oh, and the time had run out just before we got the money shot. How very dare they? Sorry, sir. Garuda then on pole. Wasn't he on pole last week? Isn't Garuda like absolutely flying at the moment? That seems to ring a bell. Adnap give him a good run for his money though, with Sinister in 3rd. And he's called Sinister for a reason, because that is sinister. Big Dan. He's new to me and us here on Thingymajig's racing channel, but apparently he is a returning contender in the world racing community. He has raced before with these guys. So 4th place for the biggest of Dan. In 5th place we have Autosport starting in his Honda. Matthew Studios in 6th. J Car starting 7th with Thunder in 8th. 9th with the Chunky Ribena. Remember, he's Portuguese now and he's got a busted wrist, and Get Boosted will be starting from the rear there. In the chat, oh, I've got to get my glasses, I'm so flipping blind. We have Claire saying hello. Hi. Why, hello there. How you doing? Oh dear. I dropped my battery charger. Yeah, my iPad was low on charge, so I thought I would juice her up. How much is the game? Oh, you're going to need a PlayStation as well. It's like you have to play it on PlayStation. It's one of those. It's a PlayStation exclusive. The boogers share everything, that's what I say. So yeah, it's on PlayStation, and I don't know what the game costs now. Jesus. It's been out a couple of years. Should be in a bargain bin for all the mistakes they made. Yeah. MJ in the chat saying, watching this from my hotel room. Good lap from Garuda. Matthew Studios in the chat saying, quick tip, don't turn left for a right-hander. I will try and remember that. And Claire saying, oh, darn it. No, stick to iRacing, Claire. We're starting at 2017, which is only a minute away. We can chill. We can chill and spill, guys. What do we know? Friday, again. Woo, woo, we got there. We survived another week. Well done to you all. And I bet there was moments there that you could have exploded, but you didn't. You kept it together, and I appreciate that, and I salute you. Well done. Another week of surviving. Fantastic. In the chat then, we have Vodka Rob saying they have offers on the game quite often, and Claire saying, oh, she's an Xbox. It's a Forza. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. No, I want to go and watch. I want to watch them. Let me see all this schnizzling around. So here we go then for round 4. 90 minutes of pure hot adrenaline racing here in the Group 2 cars. GR2, or whatever you like to call them. And Garuda leads them away from Adnap. It is going to be tight out there. Tight as a nun's purse. It's a wall-to-wall excitement here at Tokyo as they are released on their first lap of many. I'm not even going to work this one out. I got it so wrong last week. Sinister at the moment trying to get past Adnap. Adnap defending, but now Sinister's up the inside, and Sinister's made the move. Someone else is already on the move there. Wowzers! Who's that? Is there? Autosport trying to get one on Big Dan there, and Big Dan holding strong around the outside. I understand tyres, it could be different as well. Autosport in the mediums, Big Dan on the mediums, but Autosport is a side-by-side all the way around with him. Unbelievable, look at it go! And 3 wide nearly, it's got tight, it's got tighter. My God, J Car's moved into the fray. Big Dan seems to have slipped by. Autosport now is on the fight with Dan, who's got it through. He shuffled it through, has he not? No, Autosport still holding strong there in the mid-pack. 5th place is his. No more will go by, but J Car is on fire. Oh, he's on the softs. He's on the softs, and so Ribena in the mix as well down here. And it's the shuffle-luffle as we've got cars here, there, and all over, betwixt, in between, and up around. Garuda still leads, though, with Sinister chasing in second and Adnap in third. These three have made a break for it, it seems. 2 seconds ahead of Big Dan, who's just ahead of J Car. He sorted out that fight with Autosport now, who has now slipped down into 6th. Chunky Ribena in 7th, get boosted already up into 8th. Matthew Studios in 9th. Thunder is in 10th. I don't think Thunder qualified, did he? He must have just got it. So Autosport there, he's got it with Chunky Ribena in 7th behind, and Chunky Ribena under threat as well from Boosted. Absolutely textbook move there on the inside. Medium tyres getting the best out of them, and that was Tidy in the chat then. Vodka saying, I see, just letting you know my name is Mikey. I'm just using my mum's name. Okay, sorry. And NASCAR, nice to see a few different nationalities in the race. Oh, yeah. Definitely, and boosted up to 7th. Then let's have a look at Garuda. He's got his lead up to 2.9 seconds from Sinister. He is on the soft tyre, so he is going to do the sprint, run, and try and build a gap from Sinister, who is going to be looking after the mediums, looking after the fuel. I imagine taking that car as long as late into this race as possible. Then we have Adnap only just behind in that damn sexy Honda there. It just looks spanking, and J Car caught him up. Where's Big Dan gone? Big Dan. Has he been surfing out of the walls? Because Big Dan has slipped. He was there in 4th, wasn't he? J Car now is on fire. Those softs have warmed up nicely on lap 2, and Big Dan's just lost the car. I'm sure it was black and golds, and Big Dan at the moment, his car is having a slip-a-roo time. Thunder's moved up a position ahead of Chunky. It's all go down here. We're playing musical chairs as Get Boosted gets on with racing. He's chasing down Autosport like a lamb to the slaughter at the moment. He managed, they haven't done their second lap yet, but Boosted already banging by and up and into 5th place. The pace is real, ladies and gents. The pace is real. Duffman in the chat saying, great first lap, 3 wide at one point. I know, it had me spooked. So Garuda at the moment managing the race. He's doing a fantastic job. Let's not curse things. Let's not say anything out of sorts. Sinister in 2nd. He's on the medium tyres. He can't keep the same pace as Garuda. He just needs to keep a pit stop between them. J Car's up to 3rd. Adnap slipping down. I am missing all of this action, and I apologise. That's all I can say. And Vodka Rob in the chat saying, me too. But there's people from the US, Portugal, and is that a Swiss flag there as well? In all fairness, the Portuguese one is Chunky Ribena's 2nd account, and I thought he was American, but I think he's UK. I don't care. He's a big deal on YouTube, and he's my friend. That's what I know about Chunky Ribena. Go and watch his stream. Honestly, he's good at it. He really is. So Garuda leads with Sinister in 2nd, J Car in 3rd. Look at him, nothing can stop him now. He's driving with a oomph from last week. He could have had a win, I reckon. I didn't want to say it during the stream because, I didn't want to compound that the pit stop went wrong. The pit stop, was it the pit stop? I think it was J Car that pitted and didn't put tyres on. So, and he was leading at the time. So I don't want to, bring up these memories, but I think he could have been in for a win. Anyway, J Car on it. Look, he's catching up. Sinister a 149.0 last time around. J Car a 148.2. Adnap 4th, 150.8, and he's going to get overtaken by the Boost. The Boosted. I tell you what, he's driving with the same machinery, ladies and gents. He just drives with his penis, is all. And Oliver in the chat saying it was a great first lap. It was fantastic. Vodkrop saying I want an English flag in the game. Much prefer the St. George flag than the Union flag. Hey, we're all in this together, my love. We're all in the same pit as each other. Why not share a flag? Garuda then leads from Sinistor, but Sinistor is under threat from the car. The J car. Hi, my name's Car. J car. He's pushing with all his might. He's got those racing soft tyres, but how long can those racing softs cling on with this very abrasive track? Rob Dunn saying, I still love the United Kingdom, though. Good on you, lad. I like a little bit of Welsh rarebit. I like a Highland fling, and I love a Guinness. So, or you gotta include all to be the British, to be United. Well, not English, but British, yes, because it's all in the mix, ladies and gents. Oof. Did you see how close car got to the barriers there? That was spookles. Spookles. And Oliver says Booster needs to start from Fuji on extreme wets. Yeah, I think they should put him in the road car equivalent. Put him in the road car Honda NSX and see how he gets on. Look, greatness is greatness, and what can you say? You've got to take your hat off to him and say that the lad can turn a wheel. He most certainly can. Garuda, though, he's giving it his all. He's 7 seconds ahead of Sinister now, and those soft runners, they seem to be doing okay. I don't know if it's because of the evening and the track is cooler, so they're getting more out of those soft tyres. ×3 can be quite brutal sometimes, especially in these like faster with heavier braking tracks. You know, they've got at least at least 3 really heavy braking zones on this track. So yeah, at ×3 I would say that is a killer on the tyre, especially these cars. They're meaty and they're mighty. And Matthew Studios at the moment at 49.5. He's 2.7 seconds behind Adnap, 2.8 seconds ahead of Autosport. Autosport picking up a small penalty there. Chunky Ribena is getting into the swing of it, even with... You've got to go over to his YouTube channel just to have a look at if he's bandaged up or not, if he's got a big bandage on it, or if it's just a bit swollen. He'll probably show you it's swollen. But at the moment, somehow, some way, with one hand, he's doing a fantastic job. Ahead of Thunder, and Big Dan, unfortunately, slipping to the back of the pack. We saw at least one slight mistake in the Lexus, and the field is that tight that one mistake is that painful. Garuda leading so far, so comfortably, 8.3 seconds ahead of Sinistar, who has had company from J Car for a good couple of laps now, but it looks like Sinister has got just enough in his pocket to keep J Car at bay. Whoa, and J Car looks like he's playing there with the barriers at the moment. It's got a good toe though. The Lexus is fast in a straight line, and this is straight-ish. No, it's not straight at all. It's the opposite of straight. It's windy. The Beatles wrote a whole song about it. It was long and winding. Probably was a different part of the track, okay? But J Car is handling the Lexus, because the Lexus is stepping out, my sweet. And Get Boosted then in fourth. He has pulled away from Adnap, but Adnap is on those medium tyres. Don't forget, we have a spread of strategies. That's what makes this series so damn interesting. And yeah, it's a must watch. Even if you have to listen to me rattling on for 90 minutes over the top. And I do give you a break, honestly. Usually around halfway mark, I try and stay quiet, just to give you all a goddamn minute. So Garuda at the moment leads by 8.6 seconds with Sinister in. Oh no, has he got to get boosted? He's there, isn't he? Oh my good golly gosh. 47.9, but he's not the fastest man on track. That one is Garuda's. It's JK. His tyres are in way better condition, I'd say, than Garuda and JK. They're getting about halfway through those racing softs. Adnap on the mediums, doing nicely. He's only 3.6 seconds behind those that need to pit, and I'd say they probably are going to need to pit in a couple of laps. 10 to 15 laps on those soft tyres, would we say, is a safe bet. Matthew Studios' tyres starting to hurt. Chunky Ribena on the mediums, and we know he can get a set of mediums a long way, but Thunder is lining him up. He is going to bring the clout to Chunky Ribena. At the moment sat underneath his chuff and waiting for his moment. Have I missed chaff? I don't think I do. Godgrove says, I have Scottish in the family tree. Oh, well, now I see why you want to annex them. Oh, bless you. Oh, it's tight. Oh, there was a wiggle up there. There was a wiggle from Matthew Studios. Oh, know your buttons, Thingymajig. What's wrong with you? Thunder then, and Chunky all up and in Matthew's business, and he has a half a second penalty to pay to the Massey. So wait, just wait, and Chunky Ribena and Thunder may find themselves one position to the better. Maybe even Big Dan, because they always pain you in the worst possible way. And here we see Chunky and Thunder picking up a place from poor Matty, who had to pay. Ooh, I tell you what, Thunder's not quite made the commitment yet. And Matthew Studios still staying alongside all the way around. Look at the racing, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at it. Their tyres are old. Their cars are unpredictable, and still they drive side by side, wall to wall racing. This is what you call big balls. Big balls with bayonets. So let's see them. Not the balls, the bayonets. Chunky Ribena then up into 7th place with Matthew Studios in 8th. Thunder now in 9th. Well, now in 9th. He never moved up. It was just the Chunks who got the break with the penalty. And now, I'll tell you, a bit of clean air. Clean air is God. Look at him. He's on his way. Now Thunder in trouble from Biggeth of Daneth. Big of Daneth has made the move. And poor Thunder, who was fighting Chunky, looked like he'd get a move on Matthew Studios, loses out to everyone. Big Dan gaining a position. Those tyres look like they are no fun whatsoever, but Matthew Studios tyres look like they're spent. But Chunky Ribena has had a costly ding with the wall and has lost that position to Matthew Studios again. And Big Dan would like to lighten him on the load of 8th place. He's like, let me bear that pressure of 8th for you, my friend. And if you go over to Chunky's YouTube, you'll probably see him gritting his teeth through the pain and the angst. Garuda then, that's who you're interested in, I know. I'm just teasing. Garuda is leading, the tyres are spent. The man is clinging on. Sinister is under pressure from the boost. The boost dead. And he is putting on the pressure. And Sinister, I think, a little bit of Sinister, even if he can't win this race, he'd like to stuff it up for Boosted as well, because I don't know what the championship standings are at the moment, but I imagine Boosted and Sinister are rather close. And MJ then says, it makes me proud to co-own this place. What great racing. Amazing racing. MJ, what's it like sitting here? It's brilliant live, isn't it? It's watching it afterwards, I imagine, isn't as much of a buzz. as the unknown. And this has boosted then. He's going for an outside on Sinister, but not today. Not today, Sinister says. Although Sinister goes a bit wide coming out the corner, gives the little barrier a scrape, and that gives Boosted half the opportunity to pull alongside. And I think it's got him. He's got him. Boosted is through. And Sinister, all he can do is sit and watch in amazement and awe. Garuda, though, leads, and those tyres are done, son. Got to put some new ones on. And MJ says it's much less stressful sitting back and watching. In fact, you should be somewhere else. I don't think you should be in a hotel room watching this. It's still party time, I'm sure, downstairs. I'm sure you're missing the first dance. You're missing the bride's where you put your glass of toast. All sorts of stuff. Boosted then gets the move done. Sinister will use that to his advantage and get a tow, I imagine, to save some fuel. All right, MJ says wedding is tomorrow. Fair enough then. I won't judge you like I have been. Adnap then in a fourth. He's got a strategy, ladies and gents. Let's not count him out. Just because he's not up there fighting with the young guns, it doesn't mean he hasn't got a plan. So never count out the ad of naps. Autosport doing a fine job in 5th place. I'm sure he was struggling round Fuji. And look at him in the Honda today, ahead of J Car. Has J Car recently pitted? He has, you know. He was up there, wasn't he? I've missed a pit stop altogether. Garuda does come in. Is it in that awkward place in the pit stop, in the corner? It is, isn't it? So, that's why it throws me off, because it's halfway round the lap, is the pit stop. That's always fun. You watch me get real confused. So Boosted is now leading this race. He started last 10 laps ago. And he now leads, but only just from Sinistor. And Sinistor is keeping him as honest as the day is long. Garuda comes out of the pits, racing mediums, half a tank of fuel, and a can-do attitude. I like it. Adnap in 4th with his plan. He has a plan. Don't question him. Autosport, 5th place, doing a steady job. Pits in the middle of the car park for some reason, yeah. It's a bizarre one, I remember it. It comes up now and again when you do the comms. And you always think, well, how did he pit? I watched him cross the line. And then remember that the pit stop is halfway around the lap. So, Autosport, 5th place, cracking stuff, but J Car did pit on lap 8, it would seem, and is now hunting down. So did Garuda, I tell you, I think Garuda 3, let me start doing maths, 13, I tell you what, I didn't know Garuda was that far ahead of J Car. That was a good run from Garuda, and that's it. On the medium tyres, dependent on how far Boosted and Sinistora can go, they're already down to half a tank. The tyres are looking pretty steady though. In all fairness, Garuda might have played a blinder here. He's not that far behind the leaders, is he? 5 seconds. And he's done a good stint. So yeah, interesting. This is where the game of strategies begins. It's like Game of Thrones, but on the road. It's like a travelling Game of Thrones. They're all up to something different. Adnap's got a plan. I bet you. I've got to take my hoodie off. I'm starting to get really warm. It's the excitement, I believe. Autosport in 5th. I still think that's a cracking job in that Honda so far. I can't convey to you guys out there watching this how tricky it is driving with that many walls. It's pressure and you can't make a mistake. Big Dan in 7th. He has not pitted, but he's pulled away from the Ribena now. But Ribena under pressure from Thunder, who is coming back at our man, Chunky Ribena. Matthew Studios is not enjoying the walls by any account. He has had a pit stop, but thank heavens these cars repair themselves. Get Boosted cannot shake off the Sinister. He's staying with him by a second. And how long will these racing mediums last? What did I say? What did I say about the mediums? I said 10 to 15. I mean the softs. I said 10 to 15. Garuda pitted on lap 10. I thank you, but J Car pitted on lap 8. So I was, you know, I'm saying he was premature rather than I was a bit slow. I'm taking my hoodie off. I'm telling you, I'm boiling up here. God damn it, they're racing while I'm in the middle of something. What are you doing, you pair? So, J-Car is giving Autosport a lot to think about here. He is all up and in his business. Can I get this right? No, I never do. And on board with a 6th place, J-Car, he made a pit stop, lap 8. He's got the mediums on, he's going for the late break, and he pays off. I mean, he does have a lot more grip than our man Autosport there, but wow. Wowzers, he got them out, didn't he? He got them out and showed them to Autosport and said, look how big these are. Should I want to weigh these? Oh, hey, Big Dan in 7th. I think they're still at it then, pair. I pulled away, but I think J-Car should be able to pull away now from Autosport. Autosport will stay with him with the toe and try, but J-Car has the better tyres, should I say. Get Boosted is leading this race now, still only 1.2 seconds. He cannot pull away from Sinister, and these two are in a race of their own. But Garuda, look, he hasn't lost any time, really. It was 5.4, I think, the last time we saw him. He's pegging, and you know, not in a good way, but he's pegging Sinister at 5 seconds. He's losing a bit of time to Boosted. There's movement, there is movement. Someone has moved. I felt no, it hasn't. Maybe it was just J-Car and Autosport. It looks like they're closer back together again. Maybe that is what happened. I saw something. I'm sure I did. Well, J-Car still holding against Autosport with a Big Dan 3.8 seconds behind. He did a 50.6 last time around. Now Autosport, his tyres are old and he's in the battles. 52, but he's gone. J-Car looked like he had a major slowdown there. What has happened to J-Car? What's happened there? Oh no, he's back ahead. It must have just been some very strange lag. I'll pull away for a minute and let that net code sort itself out. Boosted leads 1.5 seconds on Sinister now. No sign of a pit stop between the two of them yet. Garuda 5.5 seconds behind Sinister, and he is racing his race, hoping to be on top when those two pit ahead of him. Adnap on the mediums has been since the start, like the two leaders, and don't count Adnap out for a podium today, ladies and gents. J-Car, we saw some very strange netcode happening just now. Oh no, Autosport has dropped, has he? Oh, Autosport's had a massive hit of a barrier, I think. We'll try to see what happened there. He's already got the damage. So yeah, we've missed it there. He's already got the damage on that one. I would guess he had a nudge with a barrier. But at the moment he is racing with, or he was racing with Thunder in the replay, and he still is. I don't know. Oh God, I'm all fingers with these buttons. What am I doing? So Thunder, yeah, is there, but Autosport's car has fixed itself now, and he is underway, back up to pace. Chunky Ride Bina looks like he has caught Big Dan up, and he's clung to the back of him, and now Big Dan looks like he could be in trouble. His tyres are starting to give way, and Chunky, we know, can drive on an old set of mediums, and he can drive well on an old set of mediums. So Big Dan could be in trouble here. Get Boosted leads, Sinister in second, and Garuda is third. Oh, and Chunky's looking to make the killer move, but it's not there, it's not open. He's ready for it though, he is ready. And this is the one. He's going down the inside, late on the brakes, clinging onto the apex. And Big Dan disappears into the pit lane and styles out that one, saying, you can have it, mate. I was only pitting. J-Car then in 5th place. And he doesn't have Autosport up his jacks anymore. He's 14 seconds adrift of Adnap. Now, don't forget, J-Car started on the soft tyre, went for a run for 8 laps, I guess, then came in for the mediums. Adnap has been running on those mediums since the start. 14 seconds divides them. Is that a pit stop? I haven't worked it out yet because the lap... Well, yeah, I suppose you can, because it's a 2:05, wasn't it, for Garuda? Was it 2:02? So that's a 14-second pit stop with no fuel, we're guessing. J-Cars was a 2:05, but I think he took on fuel. So we're looking at 15 to 20-second pit stops. Maybe even shorter, but at this point they would take on fuel. Get Boosted 3 seconds ahead of Sinister. And but Get Boosted's tyres looking pretty used now, as are Sinister's. Garuda, is he closing the gap? He is, ladies and gents. Sinister's in the 50s, and Boosted's 48, and 48's for Garuda, and he is closing in on Sinister. But Sinister could be playing a game here. He is playing a game. It's called Gran Turismo 7, but playing a game inside a game, because, you know, he is Sinister. That he could be just easing off the fuel, coast and ghost, just to save fuel. So believe nothing. This is the thing about this race. It's 90 minutes and we're only 27 minutes in. We're trying to guess their strategies. It's no good. There is no reason to. Look at Garuda closing in though. My word. Adnap in 4th. Man's on a mission, I tell thee. J-Car, he's got another Massey. Oh my good golly gosh. Chunky Ribena is ahead of Autosport. Yeah, we saw Autosport had an issue. Thunder yet to pit. Matthew Studios made a pit stop on lap 10. He's 1.4 seconds on Thunder. He's done a 49.4 last time around. Thunder in 8th, a 53.7, yes. I think Matthew Studios is going to be taking his Lexus straight by Thunder's Nissan pretty goddamn soon. Right up his chuff now is the Matthew as he comes through, and Matthew Studios gains 8th place ahead of Thunder. Big Dan we saw making a pit stop earlier. He's gone for the soft tyres. He is gone for full attack. DEFCON 5, we'll call that. Get Boosted then leads 3.8 seconds. The fuel is down to a quarter of a tank, and the tyres are a 2/3 to the worst. Sinister also 2/3 to the worst on the tyres, but a little bit more fuel than Get Boosted. So are we seeing a formulation of Sinister's plan here? Garuda, he was started on the softs. He pulled out a bit of a lead. He made a pit stop. He's put the medium tyres on, and now he is on the hunt. He's in it for the thrill. Adnap then has a plan, and we are yet to work it out, but I reckon it's a plan to get on that podium. Pretty sure he got close last week. He's doing good lap times. Tyres are old. Fuel similar to Bet Boosted and Sinister. He's got J-Car exactly where he wants him. 17 seconds down the road. Adnap may just, all depends on the fuel. It could be tight, but Adnap could nearly have a pit stop on J-Car. But remember now, J-Car is absolutely going for gold. So Adnap is going to lose ground slowly and steadily. That's the big query we have here. This is the problems they go through. Make the pit stop. In their mind, they start the race, they know when they want to pit, but then in the race things change. Now Adnap's got J-Car on newer tyres chasing after him, and his pit stop is the window, the gap he has between himself and J-Car is slowly decreasing. meaning that he'll pit and come out of behind J-Car. But if he pits now, he has a possibility to get ahead of J-Car and stay ahead of J-Car, because it's a tight track. It's very tight. Well, I say that overtaking is difficult, but we've seen a lot of it. So that what I said about Sinister saving fuel, absolute rubbish, total garbage. He's in the pits. Get Boosted still out there leading. Garuda in second now. Adnap's come in. He's got a plan. And J-Car pitted earlier. Is this it? This is what we were talking about. Let's see. Does Adnap have that pit stop advantage that we talked of? He's still there, and he's coming around the corner where the pits is, and I think J-Car is ahead. Adnap's being released. It was tight. It was tight. I nearly sounded like I knew what I was talking about. And he picks up a penalty. How bizarre. It's not like a pit stop penalty. That's a crossing the line penalty. I mean, I don't know, going wide penalty. Chunky Ribena in sixth, still on the same set of tyres. 7 seconds behind Adnap. Adnap's 2 seconds behind J-Car now. This is all falling into place. Sinister got in and out. He only lost a position to Garuda, who is 14.2 seconds ahead of him. 7 seconds behind Boosted, which is less than a pit stop. Thank you very much. Garuda will be leading this race after Boosted makes his stop. J-Car in fourth. Adnap on the chase now. Another set of mediums for Adnap. Chunky Ribena, he's picked up a bit of damage. That's music to Dan's ears. Although Matthew Studio, we've seen absolutely pushing the envelope, is now all over the back of Biggeth Dan, and Biggeth Dan has picked up some damage. So this is taut. It is taut, ladies and gentlemen. I like, oh, it's the wrong car. Hang on, let me get right. Let me get it right. And the proper bloody camera position. Oh my, oh, Macarena! Matthew Studios gives us a lovely demonstration of what it is like to go sideways in a Lexus. And I feel like my soul is now pure. He purified my soul in that very moment we sat on board. And it's raining? It's not raining. Is it raining? Is it raining? Is it raining? No. Oh God, I saw his wing mirror, his windscreen wiper go. And I think I dribbled a little bit. Not where you expected me to dribble. But no, I think it's just he must have put on his own wipers, because no one else's wipers are going. I got so delirious in such a small moment. Wow, with the drift and then the wipers, I lost all control of my bodily functions and nearly died. Oh, good golly gosh. Autosport's coming into pit because we all need a break. And Bodcrop saying it's a strange surname, Studios, ain't it? It's a hard one to get right as well. Boosted leads the way and shows no sign of stopping just yet. Garuda would like him to stop so he could re-lead this race. He's done a great job so far. Sinister has gone against what we all thought he would do and came in earlier. New tyres and a squirtle of fuel. J-Car absolutely doing the boss job at the moment. Just pipped Adnap to that fourth place after the first round of pit stops, but J-Car can't go as long as, oh my God, no wonder he picked him. Adnap totally filled up. Do you need all that fuel, sir? Really, sir? Do you think you need all that fuel? He doesn't need it, he wants it, okay? So he's got a plan. Chunky Ribena in sixth, still yet to pit. We've seen this many a time from our man Chunks, and I can't see this is a one stop. I don't think the fuel is going to allow a one stop here. It just doesn't seem feasible. Already Boosted is out of the go faster juice. So Chunky Ribena, I believe, also is he's not gonna edge a two stop here. But you never know. I have been wrong. Oh, and the wrist gave up right in the wrong moment there as he was going into the pits. And the poor little Pookie must be going through something. Bless him. Thunder follows him in, and we've got a whole host of pit stops down here. No, we don't. We just have Thunder and Ribena. Is that Thunder's first stop as well? Possibly. And Autosport has really dropped off the back. He was doing 5th place. Racing hards, no. Racing hards are the stuff of evilness. We don't use racing hards. They don't work. We've tried. People have tried before you, Autosport. It has not worked. There is no grip. There is no speed. There is no point to racing hard tyres. Get boosted then. Still yet to pit. I'd say he's the last. But I don't think Chunky... Oh, no, Chunky just did, didn't he? Oh, and they gave him the damage on the way out. A rotten look. Thunder as well out. Big Dan is up into 6th now, ahead of Matt. And we said Matt was on his way to the Dan. Boosted has pitted, so that's everyone nowhere near halfway. This is going to be a 2-stop race, I gather. What a wise man I am. And Garuda then leads the way. Get boosted, gets out ahead of Sinistora, but only just. And maybe that's why Sinister made the early stop to try and get a undercut done on the boost. But it didn't quite pay off. And now we are as we are, ladies and gents. Dig down. We're racing. J Car is under pressure from Adnap. Adnap was over 2 seconds behind 4th place and has closed that gap right up to just over 1 second. Hoo-ha! He's going for it. This could be a great opportunity to give you guys a small break. Everyone's pitted, and we've got some lovely little bit of wrong button every time. Lovely little bit of racing just ahead. So yeah, he's back. Everyone relax. Enjoy a little ride from Adnap around the beautiful streets of Tokyo. Wasn't that just... Hang on a minute, where's J Car go? Was I in the wrong car? My good golly, I think you got an overtaking there, ladies and gents. Lucky duckies. What a cracker. I saw it, all of it. Excuse me. Oh dear. So, and that 49, did J Car hit a wall or something? I'm asking you guys. You watching? 50.6, yeah, you can see, I can see now. And that making a great move. He was just going to follow him for a bit. I didn't think there was going to be any action. Thought I could get a quick tuft in. So Garuda is still leading by 11.4 seconds. Get boosted, pushing on. 47.9 last time around. Garuda doing a 48.2. Oh, it's excuse me. That's some pace Mr. Boosted has there. Sinistora staying there in the action. I still think this can go anyway. Adnap's picked up a bit of damage here, and this is J Car's opportunity for revenge. Revenge. So J Car comes around the outside, you cheeky little monkey. Oh no, he doesn't get the action done. He showboated around the outside. Maybe there was no room on the inside. Possibly, I wasn't watching, but he's right up his chuff now, and he's adding pressure to Adnap, who I think his car has now repaired itself. Poof. By magic. But still, it shows that Adnap is vulnerable. Vulnerable with a capital V there, and J Car has to apply the pressure. Big Dan, he would... Oh, Big Dan's gone really... When did he pit? He did pit, I'm sure, because he was on mediums. He's gone for softs. He's burnt through the softs. He's been doing some lovely lap times on those softs, but now he must pit. Sounds like rain, but it's not. It's just that straight. Oh, I've got rain on the mind. Oh, it's the train. It's the bloody bullet train or whatever. I thought that was rain. So Bigger Dan, he's going to have to pit, but so is Matthew Studios. That's handy for Bigger Dan. Chunky Ribena, he made his pit stop. We saw him with Thunder. Remember, he's driving with an uncomfortable, with a boo-boo. He's got a boo-boo on his wrist. So Chunky Ribena, we know he is a usual podium contender. This is how much pain he is driving with, ladies and gents. Get yourselves over to his channel. Get a subscription, get a like, get a comment on there. Say, Thingy says he'll kiss it better. Thingy will kiss your boo-boo better. Let Thingy kiss your boo-boo. Just comment something. Show the man some love, because he is absolutely trying. Garuda there is leading this race, and oh god, golly gosh, he's got to pit. He's got to pit. 11 seconds. Bigger Daneth, he has no opportunity, no other recourse. He had to pit there. We believe Matthew Studios is coming in as well. So Chunky Ribena should make big gains here. Like he's been to the gym. He's gonna, oh, this is the pit stops now. Look at him. Huge one there. Big jump there. No, Big Dan's out already. What fuel did you put in, Big Dan? Half a tank, another set of softs. He is absolutely clamming it. He's just gonna go. He's just bulleting it all the way. That man drinks from the side of a can, not the top, like the rest of us. He shakes it, and he stabs a little hole in the middle of it, and then he just sucks the juice right out of it. My good golly gosh. Garuda then, he's heading to a pit stop where Boosted is nowhere near even thinking about a pit stop yet, and nor is Sinistor. Adnap under pressure from J Car, but J Car's Lexus, as tyres are starting to look worn, and we see the Lexus can be a little bit unsettled on those medium tyres. The Nissan into the pits now, and the Honda is through. What about the other Nissan? Yes, he is, but Garuda is chunking right up. He has filled it to the brim, ladies and gents. He is... No, you're not going all the way with that, my friend, but he's going a long way. And that there with J-Car for company still. This is the story of the race. The battle of fourth has been something of a amazement to look at. Duffman says, Chunky said he's having to drive one-handed sometimes and he'd love a good wrist massage. Tell him I'll be over there as soon as the race is done. I've got a tender touch, they say. So Get Boosted then leads the way at 47.4 with Sinister in hot pursuit, 4.3 seconds behind. He's managing 48.3s right now. Oh, that's nearly a second off of what Get Boosted is producing. Unbelievable. Garuda then just out of the pits. He's ahead of Adnap, and he is fighting for the win today. Believe me, he didn't change his tyres. Look at that. What a cheat. Did he? He hasn't. No, that's Sinister. Sorry. Garuda did change his tyres. Sinister, he's got his own tyres. He doesn't need Garuda's old tyres, so I don't know why. Oh my God, I'm losing it. I pressed the wrong button. Adnat, he's pulled away from J-Car now. J-Car with a 50.1 last time around. And oof, the medium tyres are not giving much in the second stint, it seems. Well, though J-Car pitted a long time ago now, isn't he? Did he pit on lap 8? So nearly, 18 laps on those set of tyres so far. We're past the halfway mark of this endurance race with the Japanese Master touring cars. It's been an absolute delightful season so far. The first 3 rounds have been bangers and are well worth a watch back, I tell thee. And this one is also no different. It's fantastic. Big Dan in 6th. We know he's doing those short stints on the soft tyres. He is absolutely going for it. Will it work out? So far, 8 seconds ahead of Chunky Ribena, but Chunky Ribena went for a set of softs last time around, but we know he is driving in an absolute agonised state. He's having to drive one-handed like the Dukes of Hazzard, or is anyone famous for driving one-handed? I know the drummer from Def Leppard only drummed with one hand. Be like the drummer from Def Leppard, Chunky Ribena. Channel the Def Leppard drummer. Get Boosted leads with Sinister in 2nd and Garuda in hot pursuit here. And Nap has absolutely, that's it now. J-Car is losing hand over fist to Adnap, and he's got that threat of Big Dan. Even though Big Dan's doing 100 pit stops today, he is going to be swift with those softs. So J-Car, he's got big decisions to make. Big decisions. He's got his hazards on for some reason. I don't know if that's just a keyboard pop, as they call it, or no, he's turned them off now. So yeah, that was just, it was a phase he was going through, obviously. He's dropped another big chunk of time while his hazards were on, so maybe he had some sort of issue he was having to sort out, which has dropped him some time from Adnap now. And Big Dan is just grating into his time. Look at that, 18 seconds, it was 20 just now. So yeah, J-Car, he's got big decisions to make. He's got to make a pit stop sooner rather than later, I would say, with the time he's losing. Surely, but if he's got a plan, pitting with, we're at 50 minutes, we've got what, 40 minutes to go. I don't think one stint's going to last 40 minutes though. This is the problem. He's got fuel, he can carry on, but his tyres are really letting him down at the moment at 51.6. Adnap on a fresher set of mediums, 50.1. Big Dan on those softs, a 48.2, but Big Dan will have to make a few pit stops to make that work. Get Boosted leads the race, 6.2 seconds from Sinistor. The Nissans looking tidy in 2nd and 3rd. But like book stop, really bookended by the Hondas. of Boosted and Adnap. Then we look down to 5th for our top Lexi. And we have 2 Lexis in a row there, 5th and 6th. Chunky Ribena driving injured ahead of Matthew Studios in 8th. Matthew Studios was, he put them hard. Was it him? No, it was Autosport put those hard tyres on. He's still cracking on with those hards. He was 5th place, wasn't he? Oh, he's just coming to get lapped by the Ruda of Garuda, Shuda Luda Muda, Kaluda Mabuda. And, yeah, Autosport, those hard tyres are no good, man. I promise you, I've seen people doing it. I think there was a couple tried it race before or race before that, and there's just no pace in them. They may last, but that's all they do. I want to sit in the board with Boosted. Get a feel of what an alien drives like. Listen to that Honda, man. I know you sat on. Ooh, what happened there? Did he have a little knock with the barrier? So he's screaming her out. There's no fuel save there for Boosted. He is absolutely sending it. He's trying to drive into a parallel universe, I'm sure.
The sound is Azuma.
Yeah. Oliver in the chat saying the Honda sound is a SMR. It certainly is. It sure is. Should do an ASMR video just in the Honda driving around the Nürburgring for an hour or something, or Nordschleife. Definitely with the mic off, because around the Nordschleife there'd be lots of F's and Jeffs. Whoa, I'm sure he keeps having a little bump with the barrier. I tell you, Boosted has no fear of those brick walls, does he? So I'm sure we saw in that lap alone a little two little leans against the wall. But Boosted then, absolutely driving in another dimension. Like Prodigy, I'll take you to another dimension. Sinister, 7 seconds adrift now, but 8 seconds ahead of Garuda, and this is the question of the battle that is going to commence here. Sinister is going to pit again before the end of the race. Garuda, when he made his pit stop, I said, there's no way. There's no way he's going to get that to the end. Now, I don't know, 36 minutes left on the clock. His fuel's looking pretty good, isn't it? I mean, he's doing 50s, so he is driving to a Delta, I believe. Sinister's in the 48s now. He's starting to burn it up.
The Prodigy were absolute class victory, hand smiling face with sunglasses.
Hey, Vodka, me and you are from the same generation, my friend. I've seen him live. I saw him live with Keith at Download Festival. The Prodigy were absolute class. They were, and I tell you, they were on form that day. Every other bugger went off to see a pretend Guns N' Roses, but I was stood there being taken to another dimension with Keith and Liam and the rest of the gang. Boosted then. Oh, look at me. I sound like an old man. I'm reminiscing. Oh. Boosted leads Sinister 9 seconds ahead of Garuda now, but Sinister has dropped the hammer. He is burning through it. He is absolutely on the chug. I think he's trying to build up a pit stop. Maybe he sussed the Garuda, possibly is trying to drive to the end. Track position is king, I would say, but we have seen some absolutely astounding moves pulled into the slower corners here at this track.
Or Avon Park.
Oh yeah.
Remember which one.
Vodka Rob's seen them as well. I saw them at Santa Pod or Avon Park. Can't remember. Wow, they must have both been brilliant if you can barely remember the pair of them. And I mean that, you know, wink wink. We know what having the memory loss is. So a Boosted.
Remember a lot from that era, brings squinting face.
Yeah, baby. I hear you. I hear you. There was many a nights I've lost during my 20s in the raging Britpop era. I must say, we had best of both worlds. We had the whole indie scene going on, and we had the whole dance scene going on, and I bounced between the two. Down here on the south coast, we had a club one side that was all indie stuff, and we had the other club that was all electric dance music, and man, I used to bounce between the two because I couldn't get enough. Adnap then is in fourth. Did people make pits? I'm starting to reminisce with me and Vodka Rob are going down a rave on. Oh man, I'm telling you, I was blessed. I've got to say, I think I was blessed because I was a little kiddie during the 80s and the music was okay. I didn't know of things like The Cure and Pixies. I just knew of Stock Aitken and Walkman. But then, you know, just as the 90s bloomed, we had Manchester with Happy Mondays and Stone Roses, and then that just rolled into that indie sound, the Britpop. And it's just the 90s was absolutely cracking. And then Coldplay happened and we all just gave up on music altogether. So Boosted leads with Sinister in second and Garuda in third. Adnap is fourth place with J-Car into the pits. This is the big one. Biggeth Daneth. He's on this extreme strategy, I'm going to call it. This is the Rich Energy Extreme strategy. He's gone ahead of Car now. Car's going to go for another set of mediums, I guess. Chunky Ribena also pitting, putting on a set of mediums. Lets Matthew Studios through, who looks like he may have enough to go home. This is the last stretch now, ladies and gents. Set yourselves to the heart of the sun because we are going into the end game here. And Vodka Rob said that I used to go all around the country to rave clubs. Fair play. Vodka Rob, I actually went to Ministry of Sound. That was on another level. Dude, nah, nothing high scale like that. A couple of illegal ones on Hailing Island, which just meant someone had a huge stereo out the back of their van with a lot of headlights. And just, 20 people danced in the middle of all the cars. We called that an illegal rave. And just local clubs, nothing major. So Adnap there in fourth. Big Dan slaughtering it on those softs, but is it the right way to go? Oh, yellow flags. What's a yellow flag for? I don't know whether or not to stick with him. There we go. Oh, it's Autosport on those hard tyres, doing him no good. Oh, they've hurt his car at the front and the back. Those cruel hard tyres. Nasty. Take them off, Autosport. Go and put some softs on. Enjoy your race. And Vodka Rob saying underground ones were great though. They were interesting, I've got to say. Get boosted. Slaughtering it, but is it enough? Because Garuda, we believe, is going all the way to the end with Sinister and Boosted needing pit stops before the end. I might be wrong. I've said before people are going to the end, but I didn't have the faith. Well, a quarter of a tank in 10 minutes. It's tight. It is really tight. I think it's going to be so tight if Garuda can get that across the checker flag without another visitation to his pit crew. Adnap on fire. He was fighting J-Car. J-Car's pitted, put medium tyres on. He is running to the end. How many laps has Big Dan got in those soft tyres, on those soft tyres? And how many more pit stops will he need to do? He pitted lap 24. That helps me in no way whatsoever. I'm trying to... He's 10 laps. They're doing 150s. Hang on, let me just do some math here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really good at that. I don't know. Sinister makes his stop. Thank God for that. That got me out of that tricky situation. And Vodka Rob in the chat saying I used to love the indie clubs as well. It was great era all round for music. I know, I liked the 90s, I've got to say. I was comfortable in the 90s. I had a bit of everything. I'm sure music's great today. I couldn't tell you any of it. I was going to try and be trendy then and say, yeah, I'll get down with a bit of Hoosier. But I'm sure he's too old now, because I'm sure that was a few years ago. I think it's Hosier, not Hoosier. And that, I like a little Maroon 5, you know what I mean? I'm a big Swiftie, I tell thee that. You don't get me started, I know. Old burly man that likes rock, indie and anything, you know, gets down with a bit of Swift, but she sings my truth, you know. She's teaching me how to love again. She's teaching me what feelings are. Get boosted? They're cracking songs. They've got great melodies. Come on, you can't hold that girl down. She can write a tune. Get boosted leads. Ooh, 17 seconds. Where did that? Because Sinister's pitted. He's behind Garuda. Now this. Oh, he's put more fuel in than Garuda. Oh, this is edge of the seat stuff. Ladies, I got all carried away with music and stuff. Let's snap to it. Let's get back into this race. It's long races. I get distracted easily, MJ. See, I like a long race, but you have to take account that I may get distracted and go off in a tangent somewhere. So Garuda, oh yeah, lovely. It's just a lapped car, but it just looked good. I got excited by a car getting lapped. But yeah, Garuda.
It's my fault, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling.
Vodka Rob's taking full responsibility of distracting me. And so you should. So boosted leads. Garuda and Sinister are having it out. Sinister's lost track position to Garuda. Can Garuda go all the way to the end? Has Sinister got to catch him and pass him? 10 seconds is a hit, I tell thee. Which makes me think that Garuda's probably going to have to pit. I can't see that gap that big. Big Dan's back in again, and he's doing a bit of damage just for fun. Adnap seems safe in that 4th place. J-Car, I believe, is just taking back his 5th spot from Big Dan, who is on the Radical. Ooh, I think that's Autosport. I don't think that's J-Car. It could be J-Car. 4, 5, no. So Big Dan, he's on the soft tyres again on his Rich Energy Radical pit strategy. Soft tyres, half tanks, sprint it all the way, baby. And J-Car then could be a battle for him. It really could. Big Dan, I don't know, he can go 10 laps. Have we got 10 laps here? I didn't bother doing the math. It's nearly 2 minutes, 20 minutes. No, in the words, he can't. He's got to pit again. He'll have to pit again before the end. J-Car should be safe from the onslaught of Big Dan. Matthew Studios, mighty fine race at the moment. Half a tank of fuel. That's edging it. That's edging it, I'd say. I don't even think that will make it, because if I don't think Garuda's tank's going to make it, why would I think Matthew Studios' tank is going to make it? So Matthew Studios could be in for another pit stop. Chunky Ribena in 8th, and he is a trooper. Thunder into the pits. Oh, he's put the softs on. Autosport is still on those hard tyres. God damn him. Will he not learn? Thunder then out on the softs. 52 seconds adrift from the Chunky, who I believe is driving to the end, as is Sinister, because that is the sensible amount of fuel it takes to get to the end of this race. Matthew Studios, that fuel won't get him to the end. Big Dan, that fuel's not going to get him to the end. J-Car's picked up damage when he's got Big Dan chasing him down. Now J-Car, if he is sensible, and who knows what awareness people have in the race, because when I'm racing, I have absolutely no awareness of who's racing door to door. I have awareness someone's there and not to hit them awareness, but positioning and where people are, pit stops, I have no clue. I am totally oblivious to that. I am sat in my own cockpit in VR, and all I know is I'm chasing someone I can't see in front of me, and I'm being chased by someone who I usually can see in my rearview mirror. That's all I know. So J-Car, all he knows, Big Dan is chasing him down. He doesn't know he's on a radical pit strategy. He's taken fastest lap, so it is working for him. He has no awareness of that he thinks he's racing Big Dan. he might have to push on. He shouldn't. He should just let Big Dan go, because Big Dan is going to make another pit stop before the end of the race. But J-Car won't be aware of that, and let's hope it doesn't. J-Car, thank you very much. I like how he goes through that corner. The big slide, I'm going to call J-Car. So Big Dan, we'll get on board with Big Dan. He's got them soft tyres. I mean, come on. He's going to get by, or he should. Less than 24 minutes to go till checkered flag. Round 4 of the World Racing Community Japanese Touring Masters. And it has been an absolute banger. We're sat on board, 6th place, Big Dan. And he is in the Lexus, fighting the Lexus, but he's on a set of soft tyres. Racing J-Car, who's on a set of mediums. He's having a look one way, another way. He's got to find the gap, but J-Car landing his car right in the middle of the track, saying, "Thou shall not pass, my friend." But really, it's only inevitable that Big Dan should go by on those tyres, and J-Car really doesn't want to waste his energy racing this little one. These aren't the droids you're looking for, J-Car. Let him go. Big Dan's got to make another pit stop. You've got no chance. He's on soft tyres. You don't know. You're too old. Nobody listens to techno. So Chunky Ribena driving in absolute agony, misery, and still loving it, I'm sure. 7th place at the moment, 8 seconds ahead of Matt, who has made that final pit stop. We said the fuel wasn't going to go, and yes, he has made the stop, and he's put soft tyres on. Bold move. Bold move. I don't know if they'll last all the way till the end of this race. Boosted. What's he up to? He's still leading, 22.7 seconds. He's getting through his tyres quite handsomely, and his fuel is going low. So Boosted will be pitting pretty soon. Garuda, half a tank. The dude's getting to the end, I'm telling you. He's gonna do it. He's lost 5 seconds to Sinister though. Sinister burning through the fuel. He can afford to. But Garuda is pacing himself. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna do this while on stream. Oh, shoot! Oh, my sneeze made Garuda spin. That is power. I don't even know where Garuda is in the country, but my sneeze spun him. Oh, Garuda, no. Adnap's got a plan, and you're playing into it. What's going on? Something's gone skew-whiff on his wheel. I bet you any money this is a wheel issue. That looks like something has gone amiss. Adnap there. Oh, Garuda. What has gone awry? Sinister. Oh, man alive. It was going to be harder work than that, but Garuda, something went absolutely Pete-tonged in that cockpit. And now he... Oh, no, Adnap's got to make a pit stop. Big Dan. I don't believe he can get to the end. J-Car just needs to stay cool, stay chill. Everything's cool, everything's smooth. Garuda into the pits, and I said I wasn't sure, but he's going to do it. Adnap also into the pits. Big Dan too far away to either of them to make any difference to the order. Sinister, 28 seconds behind Boosted. Boosted is going to be pitting imminently. Absolutely imminently. Garuda back out. He's still in third. It's safe for now. Adnap's gone soft. Garuda's gone heavy fuel, medium tyres. Adnap's gone very edgy. He started wearing eye makeup and painting his nails black. He is edgy as that. In fourth place with soft tyres on, he is chasing down Garuda, who has been in full control of this race, except for that one spin we just saw right there. and it seems to have blown it all apart for him. Sinister still believes within himself there is a chance for the win here. Boosted, ready for a pit stop. His pit crew must be ready, primed and waiting. I'm struggling. I want to watch Boosted because he's going to be into the pits halfway through the next lap. So, yes, again, this track got me. Adnap then. Adnap. The man, I said he had a plan. Said he had a plan. What can I say? I said it. I said it out loud. You all heard me. If you're still here from the beginning, I said he's got a plan. And look up, we're seeing the plan. Can you see the plan? The plan is that Garuda spins, then goes on to a fresh set of medium tyres to protect his position, and Adnap says, protect your position, ha 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 ha, we'll see about that. But, the question is, will they last? Big Dan's have last, has he made another pit stop? I tell you what, I 34, I might be wrong. I apologise to J Car, I might be wrong, he's not going to the end, no, he's not going to the end, but they've lasted a lot better than I thought they would have done. Chunky Right, Abina, 26 seconds behind J Car, he's getting out from that race, but he might from Big Dan, depends on how this pit strategy, extreme strategies from Big Dan. Get Boosted then, when will he pit? For heaven's sakes. Now, there you go. Beautiful entry there. Get Boosted. I applaud your entry. So, Sinister, 27 seconds. I think Boosted's going to get it all tidied up and put away before the Sinister gets there. It's not going to happen for Sinister today. Boosted's running already, and that is it. Get Boosted. Out of the pit. 17 minutes left of the race, and Sinister there is only just going past the pits now, in 10 seconds adrift of the Boosted. Garuda 4 seconds. Adnap, that he's not gaining an advantage on those soft tyres, of which I thought he would from the off. It looks like they're taking a bit of time to warm into this race. Big Dan, 5th. Oh my good golly gosh, I said he wasn't going to get to the end of this race. It's going to be tight, but I don't think he can. Fuel-wise, what's Booster put in? Booster's put in half a tank of fuel. My good golly gosh, Sinister's half. Garuda's 3/4. Adnap's got half. So yeah, Big Dan well under. So JKR, 3 seconds. Never lost track of Big Dan in this stint, which is nice. He's on the mediums, Big Dan on the softs. So great pace from the Lexus of JKR. Chunky Ribena picking up good points. I mean, he's injured, but he's picking up points off MJ and the guys he's finishing ahead. Matty Studios, he's still got a chance, 6.5 seconds, you know. He went aggressive with those softs like Adnap did in the Lexus. Thunder, he went for softs as well, but really I don't think he's going to catch up Matty Studios at this rate. And Autosport is going to the end. Is that a one stop? He may have managed a one stop, which I all applaud to him. But those hards are like 5 seconds a lap, 7 seconds a lap off the pace. So I don't think it works. Oh, Boosted went softs as well. So Boosted's going to steal Big Dan's fastest lap before the end of the race. He's going to do a Lando Norris maybe on the last lap. Just really rub that salt into Red Bull's wounds. And Sinister then on the chase, 11 seconds adrift, but he's on the slower tyre than the Boosted. Garuda fighting for that podium, and Adnap is not closing in like I thought he would do. Garuda is doing 48.2s on a set of medium tyres, which is matching the pace of Adnap, who's on a lighter car with soft tyres. Oh, he just took a big chunk of time out of him now. Now he's starting to get the time out of him. So what we're going to do... Oh, we did it with Adnat last time, didn't we? Big Dan is back into the pits, giving J-Car that position back. Beautiful stuff. And can Big Dan get out before the Ribena? I believe he can. Chunky Ribena, some 30 seconds behind. And as Big Dan, he's going to finish the race on the mediums. He's done with the softs. I thought he'd go softs all the way, but he's going to come out and do a set of medium tyres. He's got a fair whack of time on Chunky Ribena now. 15 seconds, not bad. J-Car, 12 seconds. His tyres will be quite munched up by the end of the race. Maybe that's Big Dan's choice. For the mediums, maybe he wants to be in with a fighting chance for that 5th place come the end of the race. Interesting stuff here. And that 3.3 seconds now from Garuda. Do you know what? We'll go on boosted for a lap or two on a set of soft tyres because it'll be insane. I thought he'd get your fastest. Oh, he has had fastest lap. When did he do that? He hasn't got purple on the side then. So Boosted has taken that fastest lap away from Big Dan. Unbelievable driving, isn't it? Hey. Whew. That's some speed that boy's got. Sinistor, 16 seconds adrift, but in second place. Ahead of Garuda, who's pulled away from Adnat. Adnat, the soft tyres has not worked for him on the Honda at all. He seems to be a little slower, I'd say, or just about the same pace. No, that's not fair. He's done a 47. There you go. He has done a 47 on them. So, but yeah, he didn't pull Garuda in like I thought he was going to. JK, 11 seconds ahead of Big Dan in the chat. Thunder saying my performance has been disappointing. My ancestors are probably mad. Oh, no. It's this track though, man. I just think this track, it's a hard rhythm to get into. It's just, I tell you, my biggest problem with this track is because it's just all walls. It's not like got a distinguished, and there's so many different variations of it that it's hard to get into a rhythm of it because I forget about whereabouts on the track I am, because it all looks real similar. So I find this track a very difficult track to get into a rhythm of. So I shouldn't worry too much, my friend. You would have beat me. If I was driving out there, if it's any consolation, you would have beaten me today, because I love the track. It used to be my test track on GT Sport, testing out cars. I used to like to bang it around Tokyo, but in a racing condition, it's tricky to keep a pace. A consistency and a pace. Oof, lovely little dust cloud there from Thunder. So we're into the last 8 minutes. Oh, we got a spinner. Whom? Was that Matthew? Matthew Studios. He's pretty safe. Or has he just lost a position to Chunky, hasn't he? Has he? He was going great guns as well. Was Matty Studio. He could have been catching the Ribena up. I think it was the Ribena he was chasing on those soft tyres, but he just asked too much from the Lexi, and the Lexi bit him. So Big Dan at the moment, medium tyres. He was hoping to catch JK, it's not even Jimmy. I think he said so. He commented once in YouTube, and it's like it's not Jimmy, because I was disappointed. It might be like John or something, but Mr. Carr, JK, he's a nickname, buddy. Because when I say car, I mean it's a car. Of course, they're all cars. You might just think, why are you calling it a car? So JK then, his tyres are getting old. He's doing 49.3s though, which is a good pace. Big Dan, 48.3. There's not enough time on the clock for Big Dan there. But wow, what an effort near the end as JK's tyres go to ruin. And now he's got a plan. I don't know what happened to it. His tyres died. That's what happened. He's come across, I believe that's Autosport on his hard tyres, and all goddamn luck to him with those racing. Oh, he's put softs on. There you go. Autosport did come in the end. I think he's had a go at each compound. I think Autosport, he's had a taster of all the compounds now. And he can give you a review of which one he thinks was the best at the end. Matthew Studios has come in. Now, interesting, he's got a lot of time to Thunder, so he should be good. And Matthew Studios might be going out there for a fastest lap, possibly. He's gone for soft tyres. He's gone for a bit of fun there at the end, the last 6 minutes. He's going to go for absolute Armageddon. Get boosted then, crosses the line, and starts lap 47. And there has been no stopping him. Sinister nearly 19 seconds behind, but 27 seconds ahead of Garuda, and we were cheated out of a race for that second place. Garuda's car acting very bizarre, and when all wobbly, I assumed it was something in real life, his wheel or something. Must have let him down, because it was just a funny, wacky 30-40 seconds where he had a couple of spins, went in the pits, and everything's been seemingly, touch wood, good since. And he saved that podium because Adnap was absolutely gunning for him. He came out the pits with an aggressive last agenda and a can-do attitude with the racing soft tyres, and Garuda though has kept him exactly where he wanted him, in fourth. JK, lovely race from JK, didn't lose his mind. He dropped back quite far with the early pit stop, but he stuck to the plan, and it came good for him. Fifth place. I mean, he was close to Adnap, wasn't he? But in the end there, the gap, it's quite a big one between the two. Big Dan, he went extreme, didn't he? He's done some extreme endurance. Pit stops, to the pit stops, said Big Dan today. I am going soft all the way, darling. Chunky Ribena has been driving with a boo-boo, and with that boo-boo, he has driven well. So give him some love. Go over to Chunky Ribena's YouTube, and how many years do I need in there? I don't. It's because it's not scripted. I have to make this up as I go along. I don't know what I'm going to say. So go over to Chunky Ribena's YouTube channel. Give him a like. Say you think he's going to kiss it better in his comments. Go on. Show the love. Although he's got 200 odd he's got 200 odd people viewing him probably right now, and I've got 6. So I'm saying I'm telling my 6 viewers to go and look at the dude who's got hundreds and thousands of viewers. Go on, he needs them. He needs you 6. Get yourselves over there. Boosted then leads. It's not about the viewers. It's about just having fun on a Friday night with my friends. Boosted then 21 seconds ahead of Sinistar, and Garuda is 25 seconds adrift of that. The podium seems pretty settled right now, and Autosport has unlapped himself from Adnap, and Adnap and Autosport look like they're just going to have a bit of fun at the end of this race. Now let's hope that fun doesn't turn to tears, as it can do sometimes. Adnap, his tyres are pretty old, so he doesn't want to get too... I was trying to flick to Autosport there. He's in a different position from that. His tyres are quite fresh. Sorry for the sniffing. I don't know what's gone on. This last sort of 5 or 10 minutes, I've suddenly got a little runny nose, which isn't good. And I'm trying to hide it and not sound nasally to you guys. But I'm also giving it the odd sniff to try and clear the channels, and I apologise if it's coming through. I am not snorting anything, I promise. Oops. The battery charger fell down again. Get Boosted then is coming upon Chunky on track. So started from 10th, has gone around up to 7th nearly. He hasn't gone past him yet. Now he's gone past him. Chunky was doing that one-handed. That's what she said. Hey! So Boosted then with 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes on the clock. I have no idea where the frigging finish line is, so I don't know who will finish first. Sinister just crossed it. Garuda's just crossed it. Look at the map. That's the straight we're looking at. There. Okay. Adnap crosses the line. This is going to be the final lap for these guys. Boosted might have to do a lap on his own, possibly. J-Car has absolutely done a stunning drive today. And if you're in Discord, you've got to big up J-Car in the World Racing Community Discord, I'm saying. And tell him I said he's had a smashing race. I was impressed. Top Lexus runner as well. Boosted is always supreme. I don't think he needs any more plaudits. He wouldn't be able to put his helmet on, would he? What a fine helmet it is as well. Sinistar in second. And, you know, he must get sick of the back end of Boosted. He must do. Is he not finished? He's not finished. It looks like he's cruising. He's low on fuel, so I suppose he is just cruising this lap out. 30 seconds left and only 10 seconds left of the lap to go. I think there's enough fuel for him for the next lap. But Boosted, he's started, he's going. Sinister, I believe, is slowing down for the flag. I think he doesn't want to do another lap of Tokyo. He said 49 laps is enough. I don't want to do a 50th. Please don't make me do the 50th lap. So there we go. Sinister then. Cruising to the second spot. I don't think he's got enough. Where's the line? 3, 2, 1. Did he do it? Well done. There you go. Sinister takes second place. Garuda third. Wow, it was tight, wasn't it? Garuda nearly caught him. Unbelievable. 2.3 seconds. That nearly bit back on Sinister. Here goes Adnap for fourth place. Great drive from Adnap. He had a plan. J-Car comes home in fifth. Super driving from the car, J Car. I might call him Joker. Joker. So, J Car then comes home in 5th. What a grueler, guys. What a grueler, eh? Big Dan. Oh, no. Big Dan there. Oh, he got close to Car in the end, didn't he? In 6th. 7th. I think Boosted took 7th. He did. He did. So Boosted will be the next to cross the line. And he's giving it a wiggle. Wiggle it. Just a little bit. Gonna see you wiggle it. There you go. Boosted takes the win. Super stuff. Chunky Ribena. That man needs a rest and some love. Bless him. Oh, and he's not pulling over to let Matthew Studios through. He is, you know. Oh, but Matthew Studios just dropped it like, no, that might be Thunder. No, Thunder and Studios is coming through on the backwards. No, Chunky crossed the line because he realised these pair of clowns are deciding to finish this race in reverse. Whilst they're doing that, I'll read the comments. I was going to wait until the end of the race, but look, there's always one. There's always two. MJ says someone needs to stop the alien. Next week he'll be starting from Kyoto. And Vodka Rob saying just in time for my Mackies. Excellent stuff. There we go then. Matthew Studios and Thunder doing a lovely synchronized reversal finish. And Thunder's going to get the position. No, he didn't. He must have been a lap behind him. And there we go. A little play from the studios of Matthew. A donut to celebrate 8th place. And goes, no, I'm going to do my wrap up. And he goes across the line. There you go, finally in 8th place. Matthew Studios finishes. Boosted, there you go, they've gone. So I'll quickly try and grab, oh, we get C Boosted. Oh, that's a beautiful uniform. Thank you very much for showing us that. I hope they don't close the room. I think that can be quite swift. There you go. I will go for the results. Boosted then, unbelievable drive, takes the win again. What's that? 3 of 4? Right, here we go then. Matthew Studio saying that was pain, and Thunder said, I feel nothing but pain. It was Sinister, I believe. You want to blame for this actual championship, if I believe? He is the sadomasochist amongst you that brought this to you and upon you. So Boosted VR takes the win, Sinister in 2nd, and Garuda in 3rd. Great podium, guys. Adnap, oh no, he was on a close one. In 4th with J-Car, great drive for 5th. Big Dan in 6th, great debut in this championship. Chunky Ribena in 7th, driving with the boo-boo. Poor Pookie, give him some love. Now, Matthew Studios gets himself 8th place, with Thunder in 9th and Autosport in 10th. And a lot of pain out there, apparently. Great racing, though, guys. Your pain is our entertainment, or my entertainment. I'm not talking about on everyone else's behalf, but I was thoroughly entertained. Oh, MJ says this is his championship. Oh, sorry, I thought it was Sinister's. I apologise. This is MJ. Oh, the hardest race of the season, and he happened to be going to his mother's wedding. That's handy. Well, luckily for him, I think it comes around 2 times in this season. So I think MJ will have to face the roads of Tokyo at some point. Matthew Studio saying Pain Expressway. That's exactly what this is. Thank you guys for joining us here at Thingymajig's Racing Channel. And at the moment, we're just exclusively doing World Racing Community because the other seasons are all on a gap. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in. I really do believe that. I hit 100 subscribers and I couldn't believe it. I was like, nah, I never would have believed that happened. So I'm bouncing. Thank you guys. You are stars. I don't know why you'd want to watch this, but, you know, I enjoy doing it. You guys, you know, make your own minds up. Whatever. I'm not getting slushy. It's not my type style. Thanks for watching, doing everything. cheers for WRC for letting me cover it all again. Look, I'm doing some sort of acceptance speech. All I've got to say is Tiru and word to your mother.